Okay, so here we have Living Frugally number, I think this is number 35. Okay, so here's what I got for today. I'm stuffing a voodoo doll. Hopefully you can see this because I don't have any way to make sure y'all can see this. I'm trying to see what I can see. Oh, there we go. Maybe, let me see. Hold on. Again, I have no stand camera. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try. You can see me testing this out. Okay, there we go. You can see it now. Okay, so for stuffing, right? Stuffing can get really expensive. It can get really wasteful with the packaging. Then you have to buy the stuffing in. This makes the cost of the item overall restrictive to people who might buy your item. You can save money any which way. Save the planet while you're at it. It's a good thing. This will help you sell more. And this will keep this. Hopefully you can see that. One of them honky bags I don't like that my partner keeps getting. He refuses to use the recyclable. I hope he's watching this. He says he watches these videos. I hate these honky bags. They're single use. And even if you recycle them, there's a lot of waste in recycling. And do they really recycle them, or do they just take them to the trash dump? That's where most of your recycling goes nowadays. Anyways, so what you can do is use these as stuffing. Now, you don't want to use these on dog toys or cat toys or kids' toys. Because if it does rip open, it could be a choking hazard. So you don't want that on decorative pillows for adults. Stuff like that, you know, just for I've heard you can use them, you know, like your poofy valances that a lot of, you know, the rich people have on their curtains and their drapes. You can stuff, I've heard you can use these to stuff them to make them more poofy. You can also use them to reshape purses, like if your purse has been like sitting in storage and maybe, you know, stuff got set on top of it and it kind of deformed it. You can use these to restuff them, you know, hang them up on a hanger in your closet or in a storage room, and just let it sit for months and it'll reshape the purse. Anything like that. You know, you can use them, if you're an online seller, you can use them to stuff your purses, to give it a more full body, to show what it would look like in use, as opposed to like sitting flat on the counter or hanging up but flat. It gives it that more fuller look that it will look when in use. Stuff like that, like even a shirt, maybe even gloves, if you're modeling gloves. And you know, if you don't have a mannequin to use, you can use these bags and stuff them into the glove or whatever, you know, your shoe, whatever, slippers. Anyway, so what you want to do is, I hope you can see this, you want to cut off the ends, because these will bulk. You can use these, you know, you can use them later, but the best thing now is to, before you use them to stuff a stuffed animal. I mean, for purses and stuff, it doesn't matter because you're not, you know, it's not going to stay in there. But what will happen is if you leave these in there, it'll clump up. You know, give it this bulky, you know, look that you can't undo. So cut them off, save them. You can use them to stuff smaller items. Just stuff in here. I already got, if you can see this, hopefully you can see this. You can see I already got it stuffed. You really want to pack it in there. You really, really want to pack it in there so it doesn't get that lumpy look. You know, and this will take a while, so don't rush it. I mean, heck, if you've hand sewn the rest of this, which I hand sewed this. I did not use a sewing machine on any of this. All this was hand sewn, so this took me weeks to make. Yeah, so cut the ends off. Hopefully you can see this. Cut the ends off. Cut the ends off. Take that. You know, make sure first to go like this to make sure that you're not, you know, nothing's in there. You don't want any advertisements or anything in there, you know, because that'll make it clump up. Make sure there's no clumpy parts in there. Then squish it up and really pack it in there. Pack it in there. And you're going to be reducing now. Don't get these honky bags just for this stuffing. Trust me, if you put something on Facebook where you want these plastic shopping bags, you'll have so many shopping bags. Everybody gets them. I wish they wouldn't. But everybody's got a whole bunch of these that they end up throwing away. And they end up in a landfill and then end up in a dolphin's stomach. So, take that. Stuff that in there. Stuff that in there. See that? And eventually you're gonna have a well-stuffed. Now see, this is just gonna be an accent pillow. It's a voodoo doll. Can't really see it now, but if I had the editing software, I'd show you the finished product, but I am just using a camera and whatever they got on YouTube to edit and whatever. So anyways, see how nice that is. Now you're going to have a crinkle, crinkle. Hear that? It's going to be crinkly. But really, I mean, who's going to actually lay on? Who's going to actually want to lay on these things? Like these decorative pillows, the last thing people do is lay on them. You know, they don't want their pillows ruined. But also another thing that's really good is it would make this washable. You know, hand washable. Because hand washing, it doesn't really get wet very much, you know. Just like surface wash. You can say it's surface wash. So that'll dry easily. And they could just put it on a heater vent or in front of a fan if it's the summertime. Or even put it outside when it's really hot. And they can just dry it like that. And it'll dry without mildewing. But it has to be surface wash only. No dunking. Yeah, so I'm telling you, use your bags. Use your bags. And if you have friends, and if you're a crafter, you have friends, just put it out there on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever. I need these plastic bags. And trust me, you'll get a whole bunch of them, and you'll be saving them from the landfill. And saving some fish's lives, some turtles. They won't get this caught around their neck and strangled. Okay, so hopefully you could see that. I'm sorry if you couldn't. I'm still working this through, you know. Okay, thank you.